feedback formula. So how to give the effective feedback in a collectivist culture. At syempre, pinaghandaan yan ni Alex. Yan. Go, Alex.
Okay, thanks, Vince. As a final note dun sa ating pinag-usapan kanina, no, yung 299, I think it's a really good opportunity na pag-usapan kasi lalo na sa ating mga Pilipino, yung money talks, that's, di ba, isa yan sa mga taboos sa mga relationship, isa yan sa mga bagay na hirap yung mga tao na pag-usapan. So kung ngayon, sa tingin ko, perfect opportunity yan para sa kanila na linawin kagad nila kasi the issues will only grow bigger. So, ayun, that's what So today, pag-usapan natin yung feedback kasi isa yan sa mga bagay na medyo na-awkward yung mga tao, di ba? Pag sinabing feedback, medyo two sides, na nahihirapan minsan magbigay, yun yung pag-uusapan natin today. At yung iba naman, pag sinabing feedback, automatically feeling nila, negative comment about me, my performance. So bakit ganon? So paano natin kailangan i-approach ang feedback, no? From the point of view of the giver. Okay. So let's see there. So quickly, dun po sa hindi nakakilala sa akin, ako ay isang communication coach. I'm based here in Italy. I'm married. We have an 8-year, magna-9 na pala si Maya this coming March. Ang background ko po ay originally in fashion, tas I pivoted into education and communication. And kilala ko si Vince from our ALSE volunteering advocacy for the last 13 years na yata. So, ayan. Okay. So, kung iisipin natin, Vince, feedback, tanggalin muna natin lahat ng emotions, ng preconceived ideas. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng feedback? Sa totoo lang, ganito lang siya eh. It's this simple, no? Parang it really is just information about reactions to either a product, okay? A person's performance, yun yung pag-uusapan natin today, and everything else and used as a basis for improvement. I think ito yung pinaka-importanting part sa definition ng feedback, okay? Used as a basis for improvement. So, kung iisipin natin, lahat naman tayo nagbibigay ng feedback, di ba? Vince, kailan yung last time na nagbigay ka ng feedback? O baka yung sa Facebook, yun yung binigay mo.
Kanina, di ba? Binigay ko lang yung Actually, madalas kami magbigay ng feedback, mga performance evaluation sa mga staff, no?
Okay.
Pero kami actually, ako, sa totoo lang, I went into therapy for this at saka doon ko na-realize na, ito pala yung personality ko. Nagmamatter sa akin yung recognition.
Okay.
At ang ano niya ay, so, para to get into me, hindi ako parang, kung uunahin mo na kritik agad,
okay.
Ayoko na sa'yo.
Okay.
Diba? Wala akong
Nade-demotivate ka na.
Ginawa. Oo. So, dapat muna. Okay. At I think ginagawa ko, at ngayon sa SEDPI, ginagawa namin yan eh. Magbibigay ka muna ng ano yung mga nagustuhan mo. Kasi syempre, meron ka pa rin nagustuhan, di ba? So, yun.
Actually, that's true. And we'll look at that mamaya, no? Parang, the easiest thing na naalala ko dyan, yung tinatawag na hamburger approach, yun yung meaning yung positive muna and then yung area of improvement and then you end it na positive note para at least, alam mo yon, yung huling feeling ng tao is positive. So that's one approach, okay? Sige. All right. So sino ba? So sa totoo lang, lahat naman tayo nagbibigay ng feedback. Pag kumakain tayo sa restaurant, hindi mo nagustuhan yung pagkain, feedback, di ba? And usually, sa ayaw natin at sa gusto, yung mas mahilig tayo magbigay ng negative feedback. Yung positive, konti lang yung mga tao, di ba? Di ba, isipin mo, yung service, usually, hindi ako natuwa, babalikan ko yan, negative, 2 stars, 1 star review, ganun eh, ginagamit yung feedback. Okay.
Actually, alam mo, masingit ko lang ha, yung si Jonas Gafood, isang friend ko yan, siya yung franchise holder ng Miss Universe Philippines ngayon. At naalala ko, isa sa mga sinabi niya sa akin na paano niya i-train ang kanyang mga girls is, pag nakita mo ang isang tao,
Okay.
Iisip ka kaagad ng isa o dalawang maganda dyan sa taong yan. At isisingit mo sa conversation. It could be as simple as, I like your shirt. Pero
Right.
dapat genuinely coming from na gusto mo
Yes.
talaga. So bago ka
Oo.
pa mag-criticize, ang una
Oo.
mong titignan, ano yung carry? Di ba? Mas carry naman yung perspective na yon, di ba?
Oo, no, I like that. Kasi sa totoo lang, hindi masyado maraming tao ang nagko-compliment ha. Parang, alam mo yun, iisipin mo parang, talaga ba gusto ko, usually sabihin mo, naiisip mo, oy, gusto ko yung style niya, pero hindi mo sasabihin, di ba? So, that's a very good discipline. Isipin mo, yung i-train mo yung sarili mo na i-compliment yung tao.
Yeah.
Okay, sige. So, in the professional setting, sino ba usually nagbibigay ng feedback? Well, ito, managers, team members, depende sa kultura ng company. Pag may peer-to-peer review, then team members. And then, if you're a service provider, then your customer will also give you feedback. Bakit siya importante? Kasi sa totoo lang, based on the definition of a feedback, it's really the basis for improvement, no? And data shows that employees really improve their performance after feedback is given to them. Pero kailangan syempre, depende sa kung paano binigay yung feedback. Different types of feedback. Yung pag-uusapan natin today, Vince, is constructive or minsan yung tinatawag na negative feedback. Upward is, I don't know kung ilan yung nagpa-practice nito. May mga companies where the bosses, the managers ask for feedback galing sa mga direct reports nila. Appreciation and recognition, ito yung sinasabi mo, Vince. Sa totoo lang, importante ito para sa ating lahat, okay? Some more than others. Pero minsan, when somebody tells you, you know what, you did a really good job, in a specific project, or yung right away, malaking bagay yun. And minsan iniisip ng mga tao, only the staff need that. Sa totoo lang hindi. Even the managers, even the owners, even founders, kailangan natin lahat ng ganyan, yung appreciation. Coaching is, of course, when you're inside a coaching relationship or pag may coaching na ginagamit yung managers within the organization, that's also feedback. And of course, real-time feedback. Yung ganyan, as an end user, we normally give feedback. So either ganyan, and usually nga, pag nag-feedback tayo, pag hindi tayo masaya dun sa experience. Okay. So, constructive feedback. Incident, parang ironically, kahit na pag-iisipin natin, usually, yung sa mga managers or people who have to give feedback, parang they feel awkward about this whole approach, no? Pero sa totoo lang, and this is a study conducted by Harvard Business Review, actually, negative or constructive feedback is very much appreciated. Yan yung hinahanap ng mga tao. Yan ang gusto nilang marinig kasi yan yung areas of improvement eh. Okay, hindi ibig sabihin yan lang yung gusto nilang marinig kasi like you said, kung puro negative, that's demotivating. Parang wala ka ng tamang ginawa, di ba? Okay. And here's another interesting data, Vince. The older you are, the more feedback you want. Okay?
Yeah. Oo. Yung iba kasi natatakot din na magbigay ng feedback, Alex, dahil nga baka sabihing sip-sip ako, ganyan,
Yes.
'di ba?
Yes.
So,
Exactly.
yun yung
So may mga ganyang issues. Pero I thought it was interesting to highlight this kasi parang nga siguro it takes a level of maturity to say sige, tell me what I need to work on. Siguro pag mas bata, medyo mas kailangan soft yung approach, 'di ba? And you need more positive reinforcement tapos tsaka ka palang magiging ready for the constructive feedback. So, ayan, especially in cultures, collectivist cultures, no, kagaya nga ng Pilipinas, na napaka-indirect ng form of communication natin, kailangan paligoy-ligoy minsan. Feedback can be associated with, some sort a level of embarrassment, minsan confusing kasi nga sa kakapaligoy-ligoy, nalilito ka na parang hindi mo na alam kung ano yung talagang point ng feedback. And in that case, it becomes frustrating, di ba? So, Ayan.
I think isa din na magandang gawin kapag ikaw nagbigay ng feedback, hindi lang yung one way na nung sinabi mo tapos na. I think
Yes.
kailangan din na makinig ka, 'di ba?
Yes.
Kasi you also have to listen. Hindi po pwedeng ikaw lang yung salita ng salita in terms of feedback giving.
Absolutely. Sa totoo lang, Vince, dapat kasi yung feedback, hindi yan tinitreat na parang, okay, sermonan kita, di ba? Tama yun. Dapat bibigyan mo ng pagkakataon na sumagot yung tao. Kasi kung feeling niya, hindi tama yung observation mo or kung gusto niyang magpaliwanag, that person should feel safe enough to say so, no? Hindi
Yeah.
naman ibig sabihin, 'di ba? Pero ganun yun eh. It's a dialogue, hindi siya one way na okay, makinig ka, sabihin ko sa iyo kung anong problema, 'di ba? So, constructive feedback, ano ba itsura niyan? So, unang-una syempre objective, okay, and tactful. Well, yung tact, hindi naman natin problema yan. Eh. Mga Pilipino, we're normally extremely polite. Super over polite pa nga. Minsan magsusorry pa bago magbigay ng feedback, di ba? Sorry ha, pero I have to. Okay. Clear and actionable. Ito yung importante rin. Again, minsan, kaka-sugarcoat mo ng gusto mong sabihin, hindi na tuloy clear kung ano yung gusto mong sabihin. Diba? And then, yes, it comes from a place of helpfulness and empathy. So, yun, if you know na what you're about to say is for the person's personal growth, well then, makikita mo yun sa tono nung sinasabi mo. And then given from a growth point of view, genuine and sincere. Of course, yung authenticity is super important. Okay, so kung yun ang constructive feedback, ano naman yung hindi constructive feedback or what's destructive feedback? Hindi yan paraan para gumante or to offend someone personally, okay? And this is what a lot of people fear, no? Parang feedback, oh my gosh, yan na yung time na gagantihan ako nito, di ba? And that shouldn't be the case. It's not about blaming the other person. Hindi yan pagkakataon para sabihin, kasi if you did this, maganda sana yung resulta ng project. It's not an excuse to micromanage either. Hindi pag nagbigay ng feedback, sabihin mo, kasi you didn't perform well, from now on, ito, parang babantayan na kita sa bawat mo. Hindi rin yan yun.
Oo. Actually, ang goal ng lalo na in the workplace, no, ang goal ng feedbacking is para dumali ang buhay ng bawat isa. Hindi para saluhin mo at maging independent sila sa iyo, di ba?
Exactly. So dapat ganun palagi, yung parang babalikan mo yun. Bakit ano nga ba yung purpose ng feedback? Di ba? So if you keep that in mind, I think you'll be okay. So sa totoo lang, the real challenge with feedback is hindi naman the feedback itself, it's how you give it, how you communicate.
Oo. Totoo yan. Actually, alam mo yung isang classic dyan na naalala ko, ito naman nung mga high school, ganyan, yung mga may body odor, o yung
oh my gosh, yes.
Diba?
Totoo. Yung parang, funny kasi the other day, naisip ko yan na yung minsan pag kunyari, may kausap ka, di ba? Yung kaibigan mo, she has something either between her teeth or yung sa amin naman, pag yung lipstick na nasa ngipin na parang, paano mo sasabihin without putting that person on the spot? Diba? Kasi parang that's feedback, pero at the same time, na-off ka kasi ayaw mo naman siya mapahiya.
So, meron pang isang funny experience. Ito, last year lang ito. So nagpunta ako sa office, tapos ang busy-busy, 'di ba? Naglagay ako ng sunblock pero may foundation, pero hindi ko pa na-spread, may tumawag. Okay. Tapos nakalimutan ko na siyang i-spread. Hindi ko na nakita yung ko sa salamin ko, and I went out. Tapos nung nag-CR ako, nakita ko, oh my God, mukha ko. Tapos sabi nila, una, sir, akala namin uso. Akala nila fashion. Sabi ko,
akala nila okay, trending siya.
Sabi natin pa rin, ay sir, bagong fashion ba yan? Bakit ganyan yung mukha mo? Nakakainis, di ba?
Yes, pero you know what? May nakita ko and sabi ko, that's the perfect example. Kasi ako rin, I don't know how to approach those situations, no? Pag may ibang tao. So, one time I saw, it was an interview ni Emma Watson. Okay, I'm a huge fan of hers. And the interviewer, parang she had a pen mark yata sa mukha niya. And ang sabi niya, this is how and she was being interviewed with someone else. Sabi niya, and this was already live, sabi niya, I'm sorry, I know you will do this for me if it happened to me. I just need to tell you that you have a pen mark on. So, parang sa akin, wow, that's the perfect way to say it. Yung parang, alam ko gagawin mo to for me. So gusto ko sabihin sa iyo na ganito para matanggal mo siya. 'Di ba? Parang okay 'yon. That's the perfect way to to confront an awkward situation like that. Ayan. Okay. So ayun. So, ano ba yung checklist para makapag-deliver tayo ng effective feedback? So, yun nga, unang-una, it has to be specific and clear, okay? Hindi pwedeng mga generic comments na walang direksyon. It has to be well-timed, okay? Hindi naman, syempre, timing is very important kasi hindi pa pwedeng sabihin, if you notice something, hindi, like, it doesn't have to be immediately after, pero hindi naman din pwedeng, you know what, 6 months ago, yung ginawa mo, yung performance mo, parang, ang layo na nun eh. And which is why, diba, parang, give the person time to act on that feedback. Pero you can't do that kung 6 months down the line mo sasabihin. It has to be linked to what's expected of that person, okay? It can't be something na parang, wala ka talagang masabi. So parang sige, hugot ka na lang ng ibang feedback kahit na sa totoo lang hindi naman yung part ng deliverables ng tao. Focus on the task. This is super important. And that's exactly one good way to make sure you're not attacking the person. And then focus on strategies, not solutions, no? Kasi syempre pag sinabi mo dun sa tao, ito yung areas of improvement, you want to give that person the agency, no? Yung pagkakataon to see how he or she can approach things better. Wag mong sasabihin, ito yung gawin mo. Kasi that's, di ba? People are more empowered pag binigyan mo sila ng possibility to think and understand, okay, paano nila susolusyonan yun?
Yung isa sa mga ginagawa namin na exercise is kapag nag-feedback giving, so magbibigay ka na ng ano yung mga nagustuhan mo, tapos ano yung tingin ko na areas for improvement. Pero crucially, ang pag-uusapan nyo dun ay, yung next ay, ano yung maitutulong ko sa iyo to make this improve, or ano yung gusto mong tulong mula sa akin?
Yes, exactly. Very, 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 very good practice, Vince. I mean, kasi in that case, alam na nila, they feel supported. Hindi yung parang, okay, sige, alam mo na gagawin, good luck to you, di ba? And then, ano na lang, parang see you in the next review. So, that's a really good approach. Okay. And then, so we're on the checklist. And finally, of course, it has to be actionable and achievable. Usually, pag nagbibigay ng feedback, you want to be realistic then with what the person can do given the time frame. Don't give them yung feedback na, okay, sobrang, yung parang they have to take 10 steps to reach that. Kasi pag ganon, it's demotivating. Kasi ano lang yan sabi nga nila parang ito yung comfort zone natin. When you give feedback that's actionable and realistic, you're just asking the person to step a little bit out of their comfort zone. And kasi yun, realistic yun, pwede nila yung gawin. Pero if you're expecting them to do so much more, wala na. Parang sinabi mo na, okay, sorry, I guess yun yung goal, it's not realistic, so bahala na, di ba? It's not effective at all. And then finally, to me, this is the most important thing, lalo na sa ating mga Pilipino. We really have to make the implicit explicit. Meaning, don't assume anything. As in, sabihin mo na lahat ng kailangan mong sabihin to make sure everything is out in the open. And kaya gusto ko yung sinabi mo, Vince, kanina na parang sige, so ano yung sa tingin mo po pwedeng gawin and what can I do to help? So that's a very good way to put it. Dito yung mga examples na sinulat ko, parang ano na, you tell them in advance, okay, kung meron tayong kailangan na may tough conversation or may feedback ako na kailangan ibigay or may ganyan, parang what's the best way to go about it? Or ano yung preferred way mo na malaman? Di ba kasi may iba-iba tayong communication style. Some people receive feedback better yung ganyan, one-on-one lang. So, kung sasabihin mo from the start, I want to do this because I want to make sure that I'm not offending you, that you know that I have your best interest in mind. So, now, right? There. Oops. Ayan, sorry, nag-aano siya. Ayan. So, to me, this is the a quote that I chose for today na sums up everything, no? Is we really, it says make feedback normal, not a performance review. Meaning, as a culture, let's try and normalize giving and receiving feedback. Kasi nga, if we keep in mind what the feedback is for, and it's for helping that person improve and therefore the rest of the organization, it's not going to be something awkward, it's not going to be something we resist, and we'll be more mindful about how we deliver it. So to me, if we keep this in mind, and yun nga, let's make it, let's normalize it. Wag yung parang, okay, once a year lang, and then alam mo na, pag kinakabahan ka na, pag malapit na yung date na yun, because it feels like judgment day. Because right now, that's what a lot of companies do, right? They feedback once a year. Okay.
I also remember when nagbigay ako ng training sa mga OFWs natin sa Hong Kong. So marami sa kanila mga domestic workers, ano. At ang sabi ko, paano kasi syempre may kasama ako dito sa bahay at sinabi ko sa kanila, tinanong ko sa kanila, ano yung best way para talagang yung kasama namin sa bahay ay kung ano yung ibibigay ko na feedback or instruction sa kanya ay gagawin niya. Yes. At alam mo yung sabi siyempre hindi ko na maalala kung sino yung nagsabi sa akin sa kanila, pero ang sabi niya, alam mo Sir Vince, yang si Manang, ayaw naman niya talaga siyang magkamali. So kung mayroon siyang dapat i-improve, sabihin mo sa kanya agad para hindi siya magkamali. Sabi ko, ay, ang taray.
Perfectionist. Perfectionist. Okay. Pero 'di ba, yun nga, I mean, since iba-iba talaga tayo ng ng communication style and iba-iba tayo ng preferred way of communication. So, mabuti na from the start, tatanungin natin ano ba yung what's going to work for both of us. Kasi kung malimaw yung premise na I'm here to help, we're here to help each other grow. So, sana, of course, meron talagang mga tao na wala, they'll still be offended. But at least you know that you did your part.
Yun. Okay. Naku, ang happy naman ng ating usapan ngayon tungkol sa feedback giving. I-edit ko to at papakita ko sa gagamitin ko sa sessions namin with my staff.
Yes. Okay. So thank you so much, Vince. This has been another exciting chat, and I'm always very grateful for this opportunity. Para po dun sa mga nakikinig or dun sa mga manunood later on, please connect with me. I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Facebook, of course, on Instagram, and I'm also on YouTube. So kung may mga katanungan po kayo about communications or presentations, then feel free to drop me a line, send me a message, and pag-uusapan po natin yan.
Ayan, sige. Maraming salamat, Alex. At magkita ulit tayo next month sa next naman na topic natin. Valentine's, pag-ibig na naman pag-uusapan natin.
Okay. Pag-ibig na naman nga. Okay. Baka may kasunod na yung 299
yung engagement ring, no? Nagpakasal na kaya sila o hindi? O baka break na sila.
Okay. Ayan. Sige, thank you.
Okay, thank you and see you next month.
See you next month.